Well, it started out with a phone call and an email. Well, why not take the Pro 4 up a ski resort and see how it performs? From there, we set up a date up at Sierra Tahoe. So what's the motivation? Why run a Pro 4 race truck up a ski slope? Well, for a couple reasons. One is we want to see what the trucks can do. You know, why does someone climb Mount Everest? Because it's there. We're not climbing Mount Everest, but we are going to haul ass up a ski slope. As far as motorsports is concerned and snow and ice is concerned, we are pushing the envelope.
More slippery, be careful.
If it works out great, let's get some other guys. Let's invite some of my friends that I race with from the Torque series and maybe some guys from out west. But let's have a race in the snow. So at first we thought, well, let's go out there and try it with the regular tires. You know, they're opened up. We run them in the mud and all that. I thought, no problem. Well, big surprise. Boom, I buried the thing, and it put like a big shock on all of our faces, including mine. Like, maybe this is gonna be a little harder than we anticipated. So we had to use the Super Cat and push it out of the way, get it back up there, put the spike tires on. Well, these are prototypes. BF Goodrich, we sent them over to Sweden. These spikes are quite a bit bigger than what you're gonna see on a rally tire, about twice as long. These are 1/2 inch long. We got the tires set up with a couple different grooving patterns. We have this one set up more like we would in the front with a lot of steering, a lot of lateral cuts, so that when we turn the vehicle, it gets those edges and helps the vehicle turn. The other tires are set up more like a rear tire, like a paddle, so when it accelerates, it wants to go forward. Put the spike tires on, and then from there, I could go pretty much anywhere I wanted to go. What I learned quickly my first run was that momentum was my friend. The good thing that I have is I have horsepower and speed. So I got to make sure that I keep the tires spinning, that their paddle's like a paddle wheel, and I just got to get on top of the snow, and I got to keep my momentum up. So I have to plan my turns well in advance. I just can't come right to the edge of the turn and go, because that'll rob my momentum. Next thing you know, I'm going to be stuck or flipping. Like you saw how slow I went up that thing pretty slow. I think in Mount Snow I'm gonna friggin' fly.
Snow's a lot harder. There's not as much powder on the ground, so the truck gets a lot more traction. More traction means
it doesn't seem to be as cold. It's not midnight when we're out here testing, so
it's nice to be out in, you know, normal people hours, not running on the mountain at 3 o'clock in the morning.
The difference between Sierra and Mount Snow is that we're dealing with a lot of different terrain here. We're dealing with slopes that we're climbing, like yard sale, that are twice as steep of anything that we've ever climbed. And I'm looking at them like, man, that's steep. Because here's the issue. If I do get stuck, I'm in a world of hurt, because it's too steep to turn around. If I get the truck at all sideways, it's just gonna barrel roll. So if I get stuck, I have to just back down the hill, and then backing down something that's steep, anything can happen. Well, that's a wrap. What an awesome concept. What an awesome day. As far as climbing up the hills, not a problem. As far as sliding sideways, not a problem. And as far as bike to just go fast straight, they're up under me 100%. So I'm just so stoked with the whole process. And when does a 48-year-old kid get to go play on a bitchin' groomed snow hill all by himself? That was awesome.